Listen to this noise. Was that the perfect day at the office?
Yeah, yeah, it was really. What a performance from us. You know, midweek Carabao Cup wasn't so good, but we bounced back here and against a tough team. You know, they play some good stuff. So yeah, it's a great result.
You've got the match ball in your hands there. You're actually the first Aston Villa player to score 2 hat-tricks in the same season since Andy Gray in the 70s, and we're only 11 matches in. How many are you going to get by the end?
I'm not sure. Hopefully a lot more. Hopefully this is not the last. So yeah, a great day for me.
Not bad timing, doing it in front of the England manager here as well.
To be honest, I don't know, obviously, when he's here. Obviously, it's nice when he is here, but I just try and perform, and I want to score every game. You know, there's been a few times this season where I think I should have scored and I've come off the pitch a little bit disappointed, but the good thing is there's always the next game to try and put it right. So, you know, today I had 3, maybe could have had 4 at the end there. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy it.
You've got such a good record against Brighton. Did you just get a feeling today that you were going to score?
Someone told me about my record before. I didn't really take that in. Someone told me about my record before. I didn't really take that into take that note when I came into the game. But you know, every game I want to score. I want to try and do what hurts the defence, and it worked today. But collectively as a team, we were second to none, and it starts from the back really. So yeah, credit to the boys, and we've got the game plan right today.
Just how good was Ollie Watkins today, Glenn?
I thought he was outstanding. I thought him and Diaby together, obviously Watkins is going to get the plaudits because he got the goals, but I thought they dovetailed really nicely. And he made his mark from early on. He got his first opportunity. He was there. He was Johnny on the spot, and he puts it away. Like I say, he lets it roll when we eventually get that brilliant pass by McGinn. But when he lets this roll onto his left foot, it's what I would call a cute finish. Because if he sweeps it in with his right, I think Jason Steele could possibly save it. But it's a brilliant run from him. But for me, it's too easy.
Pete?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything about that goal is a positive. Yeah, you can begin to highlight little mistakes or maybe being in the wrong position. Webster he had one of those games today where he was just literally every time he was in the wrong position.
Now, there will be some controversy here about the second, but let's focus on Watkins.
Yeah,
and much of this was down to him, right?
It's all down to him. He's got everything. You think he's lost the opportunity there? He hasn't. He's a striker. We talk about him being a modern-day striker, but also with sort of an element of an old-fashioned number 9. We saw that on the first goal, where he was in the right position, made the right run in the correct moment. Here, you know, he finishes. He's clever. He gets the ball behind Dunk. We can argue, is it offside or is it not offside?
Yeah.
That takes nothing away from what he did. But he is. I mean, again, you see Webster here. I don't really know what he's doing. He does. I mean, McGinn again plays a part. I mean, chance is gone, but he's still getting a shot away.
Yeah.
I think even the way he picks up and he's driving at defences, and we can see him and Webster highlighted here, just drops this ball off. But if you watch his intent look, just drops it a little bit. He's looking to get in behind. He doesn't quite get in behind. Flicks it onto his left, and there's bodies in the way, but he still shoots through it, and that is a proper centre forward to me. And that is down to Unai Emery. When Steven Gerrard was there, Watkins was, I think, a little bit lost in what he was and where Aston Villa wanted him to play. But when Unai Emery came into the football club, he said, he's my number 9. And since that point, he's emerged probably as England's second best striker behind Harry Kane. And I think he's still improving.
Great performance from Ollie Watkins and some statement from Aston Villa over. Welcome back. Half-time at Villa Park. Aston Villa cruising at the break. 3-0 lead over Brighton. All 3 goals coming in a spell of 11 minutes and 54 seconds. So much to talk about. Let's get straight to it. The first of Ollie Watkins' 2 goals. You want to point out the great work from John McGinn?
Well, we're just talking about John McGinn when this happens. You know, we're saying, well, people don't look at him as a top player. He could be a really good player for one of the top clubs. Look at how he creates that space for himself. And this pass here is a goal. That's a goal. Simple as that. He sees that. All Paddy Cash has got to do is to cross the ball. Ollie Watkins, he's made a great run. but I'm very, very impressed with him. How he sees the ball. We all know about the physical part of it, but Glenn, you look at something else there, don't you?
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, I'm looking at it from firstly striking point of view. I think the way that Ollie Watkins lets this ball roll across his body and takes it with his left foot, because I think if he sweeps it with his right, it's possible to hit Jason Steele here. So it's a brilliant finish. But for me, Adam Webster, looking at it from a negative point of view, from a Brighton's point of view, I think Adam Webster could get touch tight to Ollie Watkins and block that run. It's just too easy to make that. It's a 10-yard dash, isn't it, where he's quicker than Adam Webster. And I think when he makes that, if anything Adam Webster's got to do, he's got to get in his way.
So that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
No arguments over that goal. OK, things might change from here on in. Ollie Watkins' second goal, a solo effort for his third of the season. But what about Nicolas Zaniolo's positioning?
So we all think this is really, really great work by him, and also the way he cuts back, and we think the chance is gone. And of course that finish, you know, you cut it back there. It's difficult for the goalkeeper. And I'm looking at Lewis Dunk there, maybe diving a little bit. What I didn't see was Zaniolo. Zaniolo is right in front of the goalkeeper there, right in front of him, and that's offside. I mean, we've had this a couple of weeks back. I think that is offside because I know I've been in that position. I know it has an impact on what I, as a goalkeeper, can do. And when you look at it from here, it's very clear that Lewis Dunk, of course, blocks a bit, but Zaniolo definitely blocks a view from the goalkeeper.
Glenn?
So I think it's offside.
No questions. We see this angle. There's two people in between Jason Steele and the football. One of them's offside. One of them's an Aston Villa play, clearly offside. And that, for me, should have been ruled out because the goalkeeper hasn't got a clear line of sight of the shot.
Let's say from a former official then. Dermot Gallagher joins us now. Dermot, always good to see you. Can you try and clear this one up for us? Was Zaniolo in an offside position? Was he in the line of sight of Jason Steele?
He's certainly in an offside position, Manish, but being in an offside position isn't an offence in itself. What you've got to decide then is the VAR has to decide to recommend to the referee, is he in an offside position impacting on the goalkeeper in so much as in line of vision? They've looked at it, they felt that Zaniolo has not made any movement towards the ball. He's not wanted to take part in the move. And the fact that Steele can see the ball at all times, it's felt that he isn't impacting on him. So therefore recommends to the referee to give a goal.
So he wasn't active when standing in front of the keeper. That's the all-important point.
Absolutely. He's got to be active. He doesn't move towards the ball. He doesn't touch the ball. The only other thing is he's got to be directly in view of the goalkeeper, blocking his sight of the ball. And it was felt at that point he wasn't blocking his sight of the ball because it's going towards the post, run towards him.
OK, some controversy over Villa's third goal, which will go down as a Purvis Estupiñán own goal. There was a coming together here between Solly March and Douglas Luiz. And obviously then Villa went on to score. What do you think, Glenn, here?
Well, we've spoke to the guys at VAR and Dermot, and they feel as though Brighton had plenty of time to reset. It's dubious. I mean, we see a better angle here, and that, I think, everyone agrees is a clear and obvious error. It is a foul. And then for me, when they're saying there's time to reset, I find that really hard to believe because I'm going to count. I think there's about 5 seconds when Ollie Watkins picked this ball up and all of a sudden they're in the Brighton 18-yard box. From this point, the ball doesn't leave the 18-yard box at all. So when you are meant to reset and take a breather, and if this ball got recycled outside the 18-yard box and another cross came in, then I can understand it's a second phase of play. But when the ball stays in the 18-yard box, there's no time to reset. It's panic stations, as you can see from the Brighton players throwing themselves all over the 18-yard box.
Dermot, can you understand why that goal was given?
I think with so many moving parts, Manish, and 6 different Aston Villa players touched the ball. There's a challenge immediately after what I consider as a foul. Immediately after there's a challenge for the ball. There's a lot goes on in that time. It gets recycled a few times. It comes back to Villa players. The time element itself, you can't put a time on it. It's a matter of how many times that ball's played. I think that's a foul. There's a challenge there. You know, Deeney gets lucky and wins the ball, but he does win the ball. It goes on. As I say, the 6 different Villa players touched that ball. It's just felt that there was too much happened in between, and you can't go back too far. You know, you can't re-referee the football match. You've got to accept that now and again these things happen.
OK. Great stuff. Dermot, thanks very much indeed. Plenty to discuss then after the first 45 minutes, but not
كوليبالي ومتروفيتش يعيدان الهلال للصدارة. أهدر النجم البرازيلي نيمار ركلة جزاء، لكنه صنع هدفي الفوز 2-0 على الشباب ليعتلي فريقه الصدارة دون دوري روشن السعودي، مستغلا تعثر الاتحاد حامل اللقب يوم الجمعة. وفي منتصف شوط أول متكافئ حصل الهلال على ركلة جزاء، لكن الحكم عدل عن قراره بعد مراجعة حكم الفيديو المساعد ومشاهدة الواقع على شاشة بجانب الملعب. بعدها بدقائق احتسب الحكم ركلة جزاء لصالح الهلال، لكن اللاعب القادم من باريس سان جيرمان أهدرها، إذ تصدى لها الحارس كيم سيونغ. لكن نيمار نفذ ركلة ركنية في الشوط الثاني سجل منها كاليدو كوليبالي الهدف الأول من ضربة رأس قبل أن يمرر الكرة بعد فاصل مهاري إلى ألكسندر متروفيتش الذي سجل الهدف الثاني لصالح الهلال. بهذا الفوز يرتفع رصيد الهلال إلى 20 نقطة في الصدارة، مستغلا تعادل الاتحاد الذي يبتعد بفارق نقطة واحدة عن الصدارة، متساويا مع التعاون سلبيا مع ضيفه الفيحاء. ويتجمد رصيد الشباب عند النقطة الثامنة بعدما أخفق في استغلال الدفعة المعنوية التي حصل عليها بالفوز بمباراتين الأخريتين بالدوري.